What's goody, everybody? My name is Hameen Phillips. You're watching the Sticky Web Domains channel. So grab your coffee because today we're going to talk about all marked up. So you're done with class, you went through the 17 weeks of training, and you're ready to basically hit the road. Well, now it's time to shine because now you're all marked up. We're going to talk about it. All right, so I wanted to go live last night, but I was running into all kind of technical difficulties. So I had to postpone. So anybody that was waiting for me last night, I am sorry that I had to postpone that live. Um, so let's get right on into it. So a lot of you guys have been in class and you're almost done. I know I talked to a lot of you guys last week, Friday, and a lot of you guys talked about how you are in your remote control training right now. So now you are about to basically, you're about to be marked up. You're gonna be doing your very first start real soon. And I wanted to, I was gonna just shoot a video on this, but I was having all those problems with the camera, so I just thought maybe I'll just do a live stream and talk about this. And I still might do a production style video on the same topic as well. Kind of a vlog style is what I was kind of thinking about doing. So just be on the lookout for that. I possibly might still do that. So if any of you guys are almost marked up or you are almost about to start your first start, feel free to leave leave that in the comments and let me know. This is like going to be the real deal for you guys now that you are almost out of class, and the expectations are going to be a little bit higher once you're marked up. And that's the part that is going to be pretty nerve-wracking, is that you are no longer considered a student, and now they expect you to go out here and get it done. So, this is the time to ask all the questions that you guys may not have asked already. If you guys are not comfortable with certain jobs you're working, or you're not exactly sure on all your movements, speak up on that. Don't wait till you get out there and then, make a mistake or something. And because you really you weren't sure on what was going on or what you were doing. So always be, honest with yourself and just be safe. And, so if you guys are not sure with everything, make sure you do a JSB at the beginning of the shift. And that is a job safety briefing. So if you don't know the crew members you're going to be working with, you might want to let them know, hey, this is my first start. And, I'm going to need you guys to watch out for me. And I don't know the job very well, so be patient with me and just, talk to the guys and let them know your situation and that, you're new, and so that everybody can kind of be on the same page and what to look out for. So do not be afraid to, to say that, and to just kind of be honest if you guys are not comfortable with all the jobs, because, training in the yard is pretty brief. You get, for the most part, you're going to get your road training, and that road training is going to be pretty good. You might get that down pack. But when it comes to switching in the yard, that can be a whole nother ball game. So you definitely want to make sure you let everybody know that you're new and that you basically are not 100% comfortable with the yard switching. So when you get marked up, you're definitely gonna feel the pressure, and that'll be a good time to go ahead and make that known that you are not quite comfortable just yet, and you're gonna need some assistance. Also, you guys make sure you come prepared. Um, have your switch keys with you, all the equipment you're going to need. Make sure you bring it. You don't want to forget anything important. Um, you definitely want to grab a playbook. If you guys have a map of your yard, definitely bring that with you. If you are going to go to industries and you are not that familiar with a certain industry, you're going to want to have that playbook, and that playbook is definitely going to help you guys become more familiar. Derek, what's up, man? How you doing? Uh, we are talking about being all marked up. So if you have anything you can share about your experience, if you are on the railroad yet, I can't remember if you're on yet or not, or if you're in class. But if you have anything you would like to share about being all marked up in your first start, what's good, EJdo? How you doing, man? Yeah. So if any of you guys want to share your experience with your first start, feel free um, to share that in the comment section. Um, as far as EJdo and Derek, yeah, I'm not okay. So okay, you're week 4 in Choo Choo U. How's that going? I just talked to a guy on the live chat last week about Choo Choo U because he was having a hard time getting on with the railroad, and I told him that Choo Choo U may be a good alternative. So, how's your experience with Choo Choo U, and do you feel like it's going to help you land a job once you're done with it? You know, feel free to share with the community because I don't actually have a lot of knowledge when it comes to that. So if you can just share with us what to expect when going to Choo Choo U, that'd be great. Derek says, once my classmates address me in the bathroom and mark my whole body up with, what are you talking about? All right, that's crazy. Uh, watch your choice of words and language because YouTube will ban you for saying certain words. So be cautious. YouTube is very strict right now on comments being left in language. So I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys a warning. Um, YouTube has changed a lot of policies lately due to advertisers um, basically bailing. So they are watching comments very closely. And if they don't like a lot of things people are saying, they will cancel or block your whole channel. So, you guys, just letting you know what's happening with YouTube right now. EJdo is saying, by going to Choo Choo U, it's less training dollars needed for the railroad companies. They like that. Huh. All right. Um, where is Choo Choo U training being held at exactly? I mean, what city and state is it? Uh, let me know. So while Ejado is letting us know more about the Choo Choo U, which I'm glad he's going because Canada, huh? Are you from Canada, Ejado? Ontario. Because I know there's one in Kansas, I believe. What do you know what railroad you possibly might be working for once you're done with your Choo Choo U training? I'm interested to know, you know, out there in Ontario, Canada, what rail system. Okay, so you are Canadian. Okay, that's cool. And what railroad do you think you're going to be working for once you're done with school? Share that with us. CP. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Duh. CPCN. Yeah, okay. CP has already came and interviewed us. They are ready to take us. Wow. Wow. Okay. So as soon as you're done with training and everything like that, you most likely are going to be working with CP. Um, and, uh, and that's going to be in Ontario, Canada area then. That is pretty awesome. So, okay. Thanks for sharing that. So if anybody has, any questions about that, Jado has just, pretty much gave us some pretty good information there. For those of you guys who have been having a hard time getting on the rails, Jado said that he's going to Choo Choo U and that he's already been interviewed with CP. So that is some good information to know. He said, plus CP has a hiring incentive. They will pay us $10K upon signing with them. Wow, that is awesome. So not only will you get the job with CP, but they're going to give you $10K signing bonus. So Ejado, I'm guessing that's going to be spread out over time. That 10K, they'll probably give you what, like maybe half of it after your first 3 months, or maybe a quarter of it, and then after 6 months you get like another quarter of it, something like that, right? Let me know how that is going to work. So thanks for sharing that. Um, so I hope you guys got that information. That's some valuable information from Ejado. He's saying that CP is doing a 10K signing bonus. And I'm pretty sure that is in certain areas of CP. That might not be in, all the areas. I'm sure maybe in different parts, different states and all that is where that money is. He said, nope, lump sum after 3 months. If we quit before 2 years, we have to pay it back. Dang. Well, I suggest you do not quit. And you can keep that money. 10K is an awesome signing bonus. So that is a good incentive. Yes, right there. And it's good to know that Choo Choo U is working out for you. What's up, Cam, the Black Gamer? How you doing? Thanks for showing up in the stream. Are you new to the channel, Cam? I know I saw your name before. I must have watched one of your videos at some point, but I never saw you on a live stream. So Welcome to the live stream. We're just talking about railroading and being all marked up and what to expect. And EJado has just dropped some good information about how to get hired on the railroad going to railroad school. So, for anybody who's just now tuning in, that's basically where we are. Oh, okay. You said you've been here. All right. That's what's up, man. What's your you got a channel? I'm pretty sure it's about gaming, right? I think I might have seen it. What games are you playing on that channel? Cam, let me know about your channel. You doing Fortnite or something like that? Okay, Cam said I finally caught it live and I'm trying to get inside the railroad. Okay, so you're trying to get on the railroad. That's what's up. Have you been applying to any railroads yet? Which ones have you applied to and how have you gone about it? I know I tell people all the time, to go on Indeed and just type in railroad jobs. That's one good way to find and apply to a lot of railroad jobs right out the gate is on Indeed. EJado said 12 weeks total training at Choo Choo U. Then CP sends us to their Calgary training faculty facility for 3 weeks. Then we are placed at our terminal. Huh. Wow. So that sounds like some good training. That's like some railroad boot camp right there. So EJ, one question I got because I've been getting this question a lot is how much is school for to go to Choo Choo U? How much is it? I know a lot of people want to know that because I've been asked that question quite a bit. So let me know about that. Okay, so Cam is saying his channel is about walkthrough of different games. All right, that's what's up. Cool, cool. So Cam, do you know what railroad you would like to work for, or in your area that you are in right now? What railroad are you closest to? Let us know and let me know where you have applied so far. Abel, what's good? He says I start class on Monday for BNSF conductor training. Been watching your channel, been very helpful. Thanks, Abel, man. You start class on Monday, coming up this Monday? Wow. What city and state or what terminal are you going to be training at, Abel? Let me know where you are. Are you in a nice warm area or are you going to be freezing out here in the cold? Let me know what terminal you're going to be working out of. EJado is answering the question. He said that 10K Canadian, so around $7,500 is what it will cost if you decide to go to Choo Choo U school. Um, so okay, that's about the range I expected. I think I've told people around 7,000 or so. So okay, that's good to know. So if any of you guys are having trouble getting on with the railroad, you can always go to Choo Choo U and pretty much get a guaranteed spot. Because, EJado said they came out and actually interviewed him at the school, and they are waiting for him to be done, and he will most likely have a job with CP and $10,000 signing bonus. So that's what's up. Cam said, I have had an interview for a short line railroad. I turned it down to finish college. I finished in June and is now trying to get on the railroad. Huh. So you want to finish college and then a job on the railroad. So, well, what did you go to college for and why are you pursuing the railroad now that you're done with college instead of pursuing, let's say, like your major that you went to school for? What did you go to school for? I'm curious to know. Um, why you are not. If you didn't go to, well, if you went to school for transportation, that makes sense. But if you went to school for something else, I'm pretty curious as to why you're pursuing the railroad and not a degree of whatever your major's in. Let me know that deal. Let's see who we got. Blade Jones. What's good? Blade, are you new to the channel? Your name looks new, but he said he's waiting for conductor class date with Norfolk Southern in Conway, Pennsylvania. Okay, so you got the final offer, right, Blade? I'm assuming, and you are now waiting for them to give you the details of the class. Is that what you're saying? And congratulations on that final offer, then, because it looks like to me you are going to be working with Norfolk Southern. So congratulations. What? Okay, in Conway, Pennsylvania. All right. Yeah, let me know. Okay, so you just waiting on that conductor's date. All right. Abel Ramirez said Amaretto, Texas is where he will be starting his class on Monday for BNSF. That's what's up. Okay. Wow, that is in a couple days, man. Get ready. Have you seen my videos on what to expect when you get that final offer? Check out that video if you already have not, because that can get you ready for class. Okay, so Cam said he went to school for transportation. All right, so that makes sense. So you went to school for transportation, Cam. What do you got? A bachelor's degree in transportation, associates? Let me know, because you with that degree, you may be able to try to go straight for management. You know, so you may be able to apply for a train master position or yard master. Is that your plan, or do you want to start on the ground as a conductor, switchman, brakeman? Um, I would probably, if I had to give you advice, I would probably say you may want to start on the ground for at least a year and then apply for a management position. That way you have a better idea of what people are doing on the ground, what a job of a conductor entails, how switching is done. That way, if you do become some kind of management at some point, at least you can relate to the guys on the ground because you've done it. And, you can never, they can never come back at you and say, well, you never worked on the ground. You don't know what it's like, on the ground. So, and to avoid any of that, just get some experience on the ground so that you can be at their level. So let me know, Cam, what your plan is with that degree. Are you going to try to go straight for management work, or are you going to try to start on the ground as a conductor? Let me know. EJdo said we do OJT twice a week for a short line practice in training and derailing, detraining. What? Short line practice and training and detraining, changing knuckles, riding the point, using hand signals, coupling, etc. Okay. So you guys are definitely learning all the basics, it seems like, over in Choo Choo U. Riding the point and coupling and all your hand signals, car counts. I'm sure you guys are doing that. So it sounds like the Choo Choo U school is really paying off. So, well, that's good to know that you definitely get what you pay for. Let's see. Cam said, and they have better benefits. Who you talking about, Cam? I must have missed. I'm close. Okay, Union Pacific. Okay, so what? You're close to Union Pacific and BNSF, but which one are you talking about? You said they have better benefits. Which one are you talking about? Let me know. Blade Jones says, yes, sir. I'm hired and waiting to be called to Georgia for 3 weeks of training. Oh, okay. Let me me see. Are you conducted class? Okay, so it's only 3 weeks of training. Is that the whole training? 3 weeks in with Norfolk Southern? Because some of these trainings are like 17 weeks. So let me know. Oh, unless you're doing like, wait, let me make sure I read that. We do OGT twice a week for short line practice. Oh, I'm reading something else. What am I? Hired, waiting to be called, Georgia. 3 weeks of training. Well, you must, Blade, you must be doing 3 weeks of in class training, and then I'm guessing you're going to do a couple of weeks of OJT, right? And then by the end of it all, you'll probably be doing 10 weeks of training or something like that, I'm guessing. Because 3 weeks of total training don't sound like enough. What else we got? Spencer, what's good with you? Are you new to the channel? Spencer, I don't know if I heard that name. Let me know if you're new to the channel or not. But he is saying, waiting for final offer, Nebraska. Track maintenance. Anyone in chat know much about track maintenance? All right, so you're going to be in what they call the craft section, or track labor, I'm assuming, right? Nebraska track maintenance. So I'm thinking track labor is what you're going to be doing. I don't know much about that area. If anyone in chat can help them out, I've always been in the transportation craft, not the track labor craft, so I don't know a whole lot about it. So if anybody does, feel free to let Spencer know what you guys know about track labor positions. But congratulations on that. You wait on the final offer, so I hope you get it. That's what's up. Blade Jones said, do you work in the yard or are you mostly on the road? I am been in the yard for a while. The most work I've done on the road was when I was a student. And then my very first start was actually a road job, but I'm on the extra board, and I'm not on the conductor's board or in the pool. And even on the extra board, you can be called for road jobs, but I just have not been called for a road job in a while. Personally, I don't have a lot of seniority to hold the road yet. So a lot of the more seniority guys are the guys that are working the road the most right now. And I just get the scrabbler jobs when I do get it. And it's been at least 4 months since I had a road job, if not longer than that. So yeah, I'm mainly in the yard. And that all just depends on your terminal. If the more seniority guys like to have like to be home every night, then you might be on the road. So it just depends on how that terminal works and the guys in that terminal. Some terminals are different. My terminal where I'm at, the more seniority guys, they want to go where the money's at, and that's on the road. And us younger guys with not a lot of seniority are mostly in the yard because we cannot hold the road. So it all depends on your terminal. Cam said, I would like to get my foot in the door anywhere. Okay. So Cam, you are doing what I like to call, you have to cast a wide net. So, if you don't mind where you're going to work, then you just have to start applying everywhere. And the best way to do that, like I said in a lot of videos, is just jump on Indeed.com. Use the keyword railroad jobs, and a whole bunch of railroad jobs will come up, and just start applying to all of them. If you don't have a preference, that's how you want to go about it. Cam says, I do what to go to. Okay, he said I do want to go to the ground first. All right. So you want to work on the ground before applying for management position. All right, that's a good idea. That way you will at least have an idea what is happening on the ground so that you can relate to the guys working on the ground. So yeah, I recommend that. And then we have Rapid X RECKZ. I'll just call you Rapid. I know I've seen your name quite a bit. What's good? How you doing, man? Glad to see you are on the live chat. He said, I'm in UP training class week 2. Do you have any advice for the 120 question final? Well, let's see. Of course, my advice is going to be: do you have a study group that you guys are working together? I would suggest a study group. Get a group of people that you work well with, that you're friends with, that you guys can go out maybe to a bar and have a drink and go over some of the signals and some of the basic questions. That way you can kind of have some fun, but at the same time you guys can learn together. That's what we did. That's how I retained a lot of that information. So if you haven't started a study group, I suggest you get one started. Are you taking notes? That's something you definitely want to make sure you're doing. Make sure you get some sticky notes, take plenty of notes, use a highlighter, start highlighting things that you want to remember. Also UP, I'm not that familiar on how UP does their finals, but are you guys using your book? Do they allow you to use your book or an iPad? I don't know if you guys get issued an iPad or not. I know some of the railroads they will, and a lot of the railroads will allow you to use your iPad or your rule book. So let me know if UP allows you to do that. If they do, that's going to be a lot of help, because all you have to do is go on your iPad or your book and find the answer. So that will definitely make it easier. So let me know how UP does it, if they allow you to use your rule book and things like that, or is it straight closed book? If it's closed book, then yeah, you're gonna have to do a whole lot of studying. um, Blade Jones, he said, I am 43 years old. How will this affect my career? Well, I'm 42. Okay, so you're only a year older than me. I think I was 41 though when I got hired on. I don't think age plays any part of any of this. The railroad is the railroad. I mean, the only thing I can say is when you're younger, I think the younger guys got it pretty good because they can get their 30 years in a lot. They'll get their full 30 in and probably have time to spare. If you get hired at 18, 19, 20, you put in 30 years, you're 50, you retire at 60. So at 50 years old and you get your 30 years in, you can go get a job at Walmart and chill for the rest of the 10 years, wait till you're 60 and start collecting railroad retirement. So I wish I would have got in when I was younger. That way I would have had my 30 years in quick and still have time to spare, But at my age, by the time I get my 30 years in, shoot, man, I'll be 70. And I don't think I'm going to be working on the rails at 70. I'm thinking the most I'll do is 25 years. I think I can work up to 65, with my body and everything. I don't want to work up until the day I die. That's for sure. There's a lot of railroaders who love their job and they're out here 60 plus years old. They won't retire because of the money and they like their job. They like to get up and go to work. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to work to the last year of my life. So I want to give myself room to enjoy my retirement. So I'm thinking I will retire at 65 so that I could enjoy the rest of my life and do some traveling and things like that. So the most years I'll be putting in is about 25 years. I'm not going to make it to 30 years. So that's the only good thing about being young, is that you can get that 30 years in there and have that time to spare. So that's the only way age really plays into this. Cam said the railroad have better. Oh, the railroad does. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying overall the railroad have better benefits. Yep. You hear that a lot, that there's good benefits on the railroad versus your regular 9 to 5 job. That is very common. So yeah, I agree with that. EJado says in training, detraining is getting on and off moving locomotive in cars. I guess it's Canadian lingo. Okay. Yeah, I never heard it, heard that. In training, detraining, getting on and off locomotive in cars. Well, see, I don't know about that because here in the States, for the railroad I'm at, we can't even get on and off moving equipment at all. It's one of the 9 deadlies, so we can get fired if we are ever seen getting on or off moving equipment. And I think CN has even stopped getting on and off moving equipment. I don't even think they do it. So let me know, does CP still get on and off moving equipment? I thought, most of the railroads are getting away from doing that. So let me know if CP still practices that, getting on and off the moving equipment. Blade Jones, he said the initial training is 3 weeks. Then we are assigned our territory, and then we do OJT for about 3 months. Oh, okay. So the initial training is 3 weeks, and then you do your assigned OJT for 3 months. Okay. So that makes sense. So if you put all that together, then yeah, that comes out to be about 17 weeks or so. All right. So congrats, Blade, on that Norfolk Southern deal. That's what's up. Spencer, I am new. We actually spoke briefly on Facebook Messenger. BNSF, yeah, track labor. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that conversation. Lately, a lot of people have been hitting me up on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm sorry if I don't remember everybody. But a lot of people has been contacting me more frequently on social media. So, just refresh my memory if I don't remember a certain conversation. Spencer said, I was told I'll get my final offer 2 weeks before start date. So just a waiting game. I appreciate all your videos. Been very educational and helpful, bro. All right, cool, man. Thanks. I'm glad that you find the videos helpful. That is why I do them. So I appreciate you just watching. Your name is pretty hard. What is that? I got a Odagwa. So yeah, Odagwa, I believe his name is. What's up? How you doing? He said, do you get retirement if you retire after 10 years? Well, you won't be fully vested. I don't believe. Oh, well, hold on. I think you're fully vested after 5 years. I don't really know what happens when you cut it short. I think, one thing I do know, to answer your question, is one way that I know you can cut it short is with a disability. If you have a disability, I know you can cut it short. You don't have to wait the 30 years. With a disability, you might have to at least put in 20 though. So I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's what it is. As far as 10 years, I don't know how that will work. I don't know if that's enough years. If anybody else does know, feel free to leave that in the comments. I'm not exactly sure, so I don't want to give you the wrong answer, but I do know that anytime you're going to retire less than 30, your best bet is to try to retire with disability retirement or so. EJado says CP is the only railroad that does. It's terrifying, but I got the hang of it now. 4 miles per hour max speed. Wow. So that's good to know. CP is actually still getting on and off moving equipment, which is very surprising because on my railroad, we consider that to be a 9 deadly. If you were to do it, you can get fired on the spot if they ever saw you do it. So the fact that CP is doing it is pretty surprising because it's quite dangerous, to be honest with you. And a lot of railroads don't even want to risk it, so they don't even try it. So that's pretty interesting. Rapid is saying UP is mostly just closed book testing, especially on finals. Yeesh. Been taking notes and studying uh, every day now. Does the final mostly cover more on any subject or a little bit of all subjects? Well, I've never worked for UP. UP is the way they do their finals, and from what I heard from talking on just the chat I was on last week, I heard that UP were doing like quizzes like every week or every day, even or something. They told me. So UP definitely seems to do a lot more quizzing and testing. Um, that is what I've heard. So the way I've never taken a UP test, so I don't think the UP test is anything like the other railroads, or I don't think any one railroad's test is anything like any other railroad. So for me to try to tell you what's on it, I have no idea because I've never took a UP test. Um, my opinion, I would think they would cover just about everything. If it's the final, they're going to probably cover everything you guys were learning, in class week after week. So I would definitely recommend freshening up on everything that you guys were taught because I'm pretty sure you will be tested on everything. That's just my guess if it's a final exam. So um Rapper said, great consistency with the videos, been really helpful. Appreciate that comment, Rapid. That's good to know, man, that you find it helpful. I can't even say your name, but Boysen, maybe. What's up? How you doing? What's up, man? He's saying. He said, I am a railroader worker. Any advice on how to do the test efficiency? UP test. Well, you might want to talk to Rapid, right? He's just talking about the same thing, and I tell him the same thing I'll tell you the same thing I just told him. Testing is going to be testing regardless. The only way to study for tests, or the only way to be prepared for a test, is to study. I've never taken a UP exam or UP test, so I can't give you guys a lot of information on that. I have no idea what they cover. All I can say is study, study, study. And if you need a study group to help you do that, then you just might have to get a study group, take plenty notes, and just some old-fashioned studying is the only thing I can tell you. If it's an open book test, which I think it isn't, what Rapid said that it was a closed book, I believe he said. So if that's true, then yeah, there's a lot more studying involved if you can't use the book. So I would suggest a study group and learning with and just getting everybody together on that. He said, "What is all the light work about?" Let's see. What is it like working? Okay, Blade. Blade said, "What is it like working in the yard? What is it like connecting the air hoses between the cars?" Well, yard work is. I like it. I like yard work. It's a lot of thinking. You have to, they say when you work in a yard to be prepared to think in the future, the past, and the present. You got to know what tracks you just ran down, what tracks you're going to be running down, where cars are going next, where they've been. So there's a whole lot of thinking involved. You definitely want to be on your A game when you're working in the yard. Yard switching can make for a great day, especially when the weather's nice and you're doing like a straight 8-hour day. Um, I like it. You go home every day. No, you don't have to go to the hotel. So it's for me, I've since I've been in the yard so long now and I haven't been able to hold a road job, I just came to it, adjust to it, and it's been working great. So yeah, that is pretty much what that is like. I like it a lot. Ejado says CP is closed book for signal test. You must know the definitions word for word, no spelling mistakes, diverging to clear, proceed, divergent speed, passing signals, and through turnouts and all that good stuff. Yep. All right, so that's pretty much the same. The signal test is definitely most likely going to be closed book. Yes, I agree. They will not let you use the book for signals. You do have to memorize the signals. At least do that. If you can get all your signals right, you are at least halfway through the test. So I do recommend you guys get your signals down pat for sure. Rapid said, gotcha. Thanks, Sticky Web. Do you prefer yard jobs right away after being all marked up, or do you recommend going to the road? Yeah, I definitely prefer the yard jobs for sure. I do not. I don't mind the road, but I can't hold the road because of my seniority. So, um, if I could hold the road, that'd be great. There's a lot of money that can be made on the road. So, yes, but I'm fine with the yard as of right now. Um, Ejado said in 20 degrees, 20 below degree weather, does air hoses are like metal rods? Yeah, that's true. They're really hard to get the glad hands to flex. Yeah, I mean they definitely freeze up the air inside the hoses. That condensation, the water freezes up, and it definitely makes those glad hands feel like steel pipes. So yeah, they're definitely hard to move. EJO said, "What kind of spelling is there?" I don't. As far as spelling, I don't remember any kind of spelling issues on the test that we took. They didn't care about spelling as far as I can remember. As long, I don't even remember writing a whole lot of stuff down on my test, so I don't think that was the issue with us. I just remember the signals. You can't use the book for the signals. I know that, and that was closed book. So as far as them caring how you spelled, I don't remember that being an issue at all. So every railroad's different, and everything's the way these railroads are going to be testing you, and everything is going to be different with everyone. So you know, so expect that every railroad's going to do things differently. Um, but you guys, I have to wrap this up. I actually have some obligations to take care of, but I appreciate you guys for coming to this live chat. Maybe we can do this again next week, Friday, Saturday. Who knows? I might even jump on tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll do another one tomorrow and we can continue this conversation. Um, Spencer said it's BNSF closed book. A portion of it is closed and a portion is open. So that's about what I can tell you with that. So you guys, thanks for coming. Uh, Watch out for some more live streams. I might come on tomorrow. Not sure yet. I'm going to see if I can find time to do that. But if you guys haven't caught the other videos regarding these same subjects, make sure you guys watch those other videos. And until the next time, you guys, as always, I will see you on the rails. Peace.